Twitch chat. This is the combo I was meant to play last time, but I got it wrong. I played Umbra Banished when I was meant to play Stygian Umbra. So, going back to address that. Morsel Maker is an interesting card to start with this combo. Ooh. Excuse me. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for today. I have been doing the things. If I remember right, this turns into Sweep with Frostbite. Do I have any damage spells? I don't think this is a very strong clan combination. We'll just see how it goes. What's new with this game? So many things. So many things are new with this game. Thank you, Lechi! To be honest, I didn't know, looking at that Tethys, that it was different than what it had been before. But okay, sure. I might stream for like 30 minutes and then go to sleep. We'll see how it goes. You're welcome, Felix. So as long as I kill on the bottom floor, like these waves don't actually matter, yeah. I didn't actually pay attention to the bosses. Oh, I thought it would be dead. Except this is here. Are you meant to tell what its attack is? 9. Okay. I think probably Immortal Trade wins for me when I draw it. Sure, certain Conduit Tethys was always only damage spells. It just got changed from spell power into Conduit, yeah. Alright, we're good. Hey, Mischievous. I feel like they always put Calcivite Umber on the card I want to take. More Conduit? Conduit 2? Conduit 12? There's stuff which interacts with Conduit. I think a Mind Collapse is a card that can actually hit the back rank. It's a straight buff. Isn't it just the same, but they turned Spell Power into Conduit? Like it just has a different name? Am I wrong? Hey, Alexo! Frozen Lance has been buffed. That is true. Okay, I don't want to go double Morsel Maker. There's nothing super wrong with going Large Stone Crucible Collector. Like, it's a pretty good unit for a while. Then we try to do something with spells behind it, probably. Since I have so many spells in my deck. It kind of feels like you need to. You have to kill things with 500 health. Unless I'm going to sap them, or... Got a unit with 300 attack and 2 attacks per turn or something. I just need spells to deal with things. Thank you, Bob. Tethys didn't used to have built-in spell power. Oh, okay. We are fighting against Corruption Seraph. I don't even know what I meant to do about that. And thanks for the 40 months, appreciate it. More words are happening on screen than in Slay the Spire. That is probably true. It's like... We're currently in Circle 2. The enemies are of manageable size, and we're mostly killing them with value stuff. This is the phase of the run where we are killing stuff with Strike, basically. And you kind of go from there. And that's the game. I'm not sure why this would ever do anything to anybody. We're gonna get the Stygian Tome. I don't know how that would help me. I don't have a way to make a creature with, like, attack. Oh wait, Stygian Tome. That's the one that silences? Easy enough. Take another card that can kill backline stuff. We do have Jackstrips, which can kill backline stuff. I don't want an offering token that's attached to a calcified ember, I don't think. That's a bit much. Not sure how you feel about the old classes being a copy-paste. They're not a copy-paste. So you don't feel anything about that, because they're not. Wonder if the Slay equipment ever scales? Probably not. Oh, it's half. I just don't think I can, like, get slays. I could do this and get a sweep creature. But what does the capacity even do? Lets me put a bunch of morsels on the floor. I suppose maybe the reason to take this is it makes your creature have 20 more attack. Spell Sanctum's okay. If I took Spell Sanctum, I probably would take... I don't know. I could either take Capacity or Card Draw from the first boss at that point, I guess. But I probably don't need Ember anymore, given how many spells I have. There is also... I should look at what this Seraph does. Seraph Chosen of Dominion has a bunch of corruption. Just corruption everywhere. Corruption and creatures with 500 health. A miserable fight. You know, one thing it does have is 3 HP creatures in front of waves. So, like, getting slays is actually possible. Alright, let's go for this one. With Jackstrip dealing 3 piercing damage to enemies, I don't want to set up on the bottom floor, because there are a bunch of 3 health enemies in all of the waves that Seraph has. These all die to Jackstrips. And I don't want them to die on the floor that I'm on, because they give corruption to units when they die on a floor. So, actually, I want to set up middle and top. And I can have one floor that's like making the Crucible Collector big, and I can have another floor that's casting spells. Maybe we make the Crucible Collector big on the middle floor and cast spells on the top floor. I don't really know. But either way, I think Guard of the Unnamed is okay for a tank. Just tried to pause and read the lore. You can pause the stream, you just won't be able to, like, when you unpause it, you will be ahead. A lot of terrible options here. Let's put Spell Chain on Mind Collapse. I think it's pretty likely that I will be able to get value out of playing that twice. But it's not a great option. Alex, if you don't tell me things that I don't know, people get to watch me, like, experiencing the game for myself and discovering those things on my own. Whereas if you do tell me things that I don't know, you just kind of, like, spoil the gameplay experience for me and the experience of people watching me try to play the game. Seems worse, no? Oh, I meant to cast the spells here. Whoops. I guess I can reset the turn for that. Spell Chain gives you an ephemeral copy of the spell that you cast. Ephemeral is like Ethereal and Slay the Spire. Oh, these aren't the same morsels. I thought they would be. It was not my intention to change my morsels. I'm not even sure that this is better than what I had before. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Jackstrip's low-key kinda good. This can just go to the pyre. Enemy has 1 health, it doesn't matter. You can also kill both of them with Mind Collapse, but I don't even need to. Victisati! Torn between this game and Baldur's Gate 3. I know that vibe, Patisserie Chicken. I do know that vibe. Yeah, the value of this may just be plus 20 attack, at least for a little while. Well, that's fine, that's something. The half event doesn't apply a rune enchantment. 2 of the options do, and 1 gives you an equipment. That's the one that I took. Unfortunately, Tethys is just going to die at some point. That's too bad, but also true. Or not? Hold on. You're telling me there's a chance. Thanks, Bands with Legends. You hate Tethys? Such a likable creature. It's for 13. I feel like if I just give this 8 lifesteal, it's probably fine. Unfortunate about the sap, but I don't think that matters very much. Hey Alice, how are you? Okay. Well, turns out the Ember Drain mattered. It's an interesting pyre actually, with playing with Ember Drain. So if you're on an Ember Drain turn where you don't have any energy, you can still play cards 1 turn of the battle. 2 weeks till 2 months off. Damn! 2 months off. Very cool, Zealous. Shroud Spike is one of the ways that you can do something broken among these 2 clans. Or Frost Effigy, like, kind of. Like, it's not impossible for that to be strong, but, I mean... This one's a lot more conceivable than this, I think. Let's take an Icy Silophyte and take Capacity. I have slightly too many units, but if my floors are bigger, that will be a little bit more manageable. Okay, I want the money. This frostbite, it's kind of like poison. Quite similar to poison. This is interesting. I buy this and then I do set up on the bottom floor. I believe mute works against... Yeah, mute works against the things I'm worried about. Okay, so all of a sudden I am setting up on the bottom floor again. Could also buy Manifold Mirror. I would need to actually find a room card, but that's doable. Damage spells cost -2? I don't have any damage spells. Let's do this one. We get Spike of the Hellhorn, Rage and Armor, Spike of the Stygian, Sap and Frostbite, or Spike of the Legion, Propagate. I think Spike of the Stygian is pretty good here. Mostly because it has Sap on it. Now I have 2 X cards, so probably taking Ember from the next upgrade. And I'm going to take Manifold Mirror, I think. I don't know, I could take Icicle Fracture. I think Icicle Fracture can do some fun things, actually, with Shroud Spike and stuff. Let's try this. Let's try it. I don't know, it could be good. Don't know that I've ever bought it before. -2 can turn into an infinite pretty fast. Well, it's only damage spells. So, like, kind of, but it's very specific. Have I found Runic Pyramid? Yup. No, they're trying to keep me down. Can you believe it? I certainly can't. These actually hit kind of hard. I wonder if the number on those is like meant to be enough to actually be relevant. Can you propagate conduit? You can, yeah. That is a thing. There are so many options which don't seem ridiculous. I think I'm gonna... Does this work? Apply Frozen to random card in your hand. I'm gonna freeze Calcified Ember. Unless this gives me Ember? It does. Okay, so I could play this, Shroud Spike it, then I'd have enough Ember to also Calcified Ember. And my thing gets big. And my thing gets big. Okay, well. Antares! It's Sunday afternoon last stream. Oh, I'm sorry. It was always Saturday afternoon. I may have misspoken last stream. Yeah, My friend who is in town is going to a concert tonight, so I do not have anything to do other than hang out with you all. This is interesting. I guess this like kills it outright or something. I can play this, and I can play this, and then I can spell chain. I don't hate this spell chain at all. That felt pretty good, to be honest. It's only Ember Drain 2. This feels okay. And then I have a feeling this is going to my Pyre. So let's sap it. Oh, let's just freeze this. Boom. Relics. We have Sunday afternoon too? No, I'm going to be busy Sunday afternoon. At least I'm pretty sure I will be. I would be surprised if I streamed Sunday afternoon. So close. So close. What did I do? Math wrong? Oh, it has reanimate. Okay. So I sort of did math wrong. Mostly I just didn't read correctly, which is a similar but slightly different problem. One weave remains. I'm pretty sure this beats the boss. Like, this is pretty strong. I wasn't paying attention to who the boss was or anything, but it seems like it would. So I'm just gonna save myself 1 health. It is the one that saps us. I don't think we care about that, really. Lifesteal. I have sweep. So the first attack is 12, it's on 30, then it goes to 14. Then I attack back and almost full heal. Pretty sure putting another lifesteal here is quite good. It was not that good. Weird. What about even more lifesteal? That was also not that good. Oh, the problem is that my units are getting so sapped that they're not attacking anymore. Okay, I understand now. It should still be okay though. 46 months, Rainfest. That's almost long enough to do a 4-year college program. Oh, we're not winning this floor. I only 8 damage though. Because it attacks, it saps this to a point where it doesn't even attack, so it's only this thing that's attacking. Okay. So we're very much reliant on this hitting it for 800, which it's going to do, I think. This is the thing that Crucible Collector is good at. Boss fights. Also everything else, maybe. But having a creature that just has 100 attack and health, and has 1 billion lifesteal, you know. Kinda good, it turns out. Interesting that that didn't help. Interesting that that didn't help. Is it actually getting sapped to a point where it doesn't attack anymore? Sap is kind of broken. No way. 120? Attacks for 120 the first time and doesn't hit for 847. It even eats a morsel that's giving 8 more attack. 5 more attack or something. How much is this? No, that's 8 more attack. Still doesn't kill? Holy shit. Sap is not a percent. Sap is -2 attack per stack. Steward in front does nothing. What does do something is shooting it with my attacks. Here you go. That's kind of close. Having just observed how strong sap is, sure is appealing to take a thing which applies sap to enemies. I also already have the spike of the Stygian, which is sap. Kind of feel like Drain's better than Guardian's Amulet, though. The upside of Guardian's Amulet is its AoE, and it has offerings, so if I discard it, it doesn't cost Ember. But, like, do I need it to be AoE? For the most part, waves only have one relevant enemy in them, I think. I could take an Excavation Eruption for bot lane. I can play it for not that much. Also, honestly, it just deals 75, so if I put some spell weakness on an enemy, that's not a bad use for it either. Like, kill a big enemy with it. Probably said I wasn't going to stream much this weekend or something. But yeah, I was actually like always planning to stream late afternoon / evening on Saturday, because I didn't have anything else to do. So I don't understand why I said things which made people think otherwise. Morsels are a hidden feature. The game has unlocks. If you keep playing, you'll unlock stuff. I think I want a room. Not that one. Not those ones. Where's my Merchant of Steel? Here? Ew. Decide what I'm duplicating. Is it ever Morsel Maker? Is that ludicrous? Morsel Maker plus Crucible Collector into just assume that you won somehow. Feels kind of ludicrous. I don't think I'm doing more upgrading. I'm just going to take trial rewards and hope I can complete a trial. These all seemed kind of terrible, so I'm going to reroll. These also seem quite bad. I mean, Can't afford to make it deployable. This doesn't work because Seraph corrupts my units, so they'll be taking 2 all the time. I don't have armor. Unless I get a cave-in. Cave-in would be really nice. You hope this pops off? Hey, me too. Don't have the highest of hopes. It's a bit of a long shot. Fascinating. Unholy alliances. This is Circle 5. They haven't taken screenshots of this enemy setup yet. If I can remember to do that. I don't know what's going on here. This is a very scary challenge to choose. You really have to be confident you can kill stuff, and I assume there's some stuff with like 300 health that I just can't kill, which will deal a lot of damage to me, so I'm not going to do it. Is there a cap on how big a room can get? You can only have 7 units in a room. I don't know about room size. Alright, let's give this a go. Yeah, see, like, this 180 I would just never, ever be able to do anything about. I need an icy xylophate here to stop the sweep enemies from getting through. Sorry, not the sweep enemies, the haste enemies from getting through. I'll be casting spells here for the encamp. What does this do? Just tighten the skin? Not that big a deal, really, right? I'm gonna... Let's see, we put Ember Drain on that because it gets eaten anyway. We play this to get rid of it, and then we freeze this for later. Already has 1 spell weakness. We grab Conduit, more Conduit. We grab more spell weakness. We shoot it. Do one of these. I'm saving Excavation Eruption for next turn, I think. 32, 32. I could kill it now. Wait, I just cashed in now. What's the point of waiting? This is more Ember efficient, and also gives me 3 armor. Well, more than 3 armor, because I don't get attacked, right? Right. Our faction's artifacts and upgrades only available when you're playing with that faction. Oh god. I don't know if there are neutral unlocks which you get while playing with factions? My guess would be no. My guess would be that all the stuff that you unlock while playing with factions is faction specific. But there are also neutral things in the game which you can see no matter who you're playing as. My guess is that those are unlocked by default. I'm not actually 100% sure on that, so. Let's go energy siphon. Kill this. Could do a bunch of feeding here. Okay, this is not a bunch of feeding, but actually this is kind of terrible. It's alright. I'm also freezing. Spike of the Stygian this way. And I have the ability to have 3 more energy, so next turn my way of dealing with these two can be maybe I kill one of them, it'll have some spell weakness on it, and then the other one I can Spike of the Stygian to give sap so it doesn't deal damage to me. That will be the plan. And the hope with the final wave... Oh, I completely forgot I was meant to be taking screenshots of this, by the way. I did not take any of those. Alright, well, too bad. The hope with this wave is... Sorry, the hope with this wave is that it just doesn't even get to the pyre because we went on this floor next turn. I don't know if I will, though. Might be hard. We're probably going to want to upgrade this to be drawn on turn 1 if we're expecting it to ever do anything. That does not die. Oh, these lances aren't upgraded. So. Choices this turn for sure. It's minus 14. Minus 30. Wait, this is actually kind of legit on the spear steward up here. That's funny. I grab 3 more ember. We're gonna go shoot. Shoot. I'm gonna use this to make 2 energy by killing this. I'm going to drain this and hope I don't discard Spike of the Stygian. That's fine. It means I take a little bit of damage, but it's still not that bad. There's no reason not to shoot this with an ephemeral card, so let's just shoot it. Alright, cool. We get to freeze Immortal Trade now to put more life gain on this. I assume there's a maximum space cap, I don't know what it is. This one's usually pretty easy to call, in my experience. It has not been a problem for me in the past. If I do this, how much more damage is it? Dead? Okay, yeah, that's what I was expecting. Pretty good, pretty good floor. I do think if I took the challenge there, I would have come very close to just dying outright. Is the game overall harder than the first? Not a clue. I don't have the unlocks yet and stuff. So one of the things that's making it hard for me right now is I think a lot of the clans, a lot of their like perma-scaling snowballing sorts of cards are unlocks. They're not available to the clan at the very start of the game. You get them when you get to like level 6, 7, 8, 9, that kind of thing. Which makes sense because you shouldn't be at max difficulty until you have the clans at like close to max level, but I got to max difficulty straight away. So here we are. Yeah, so like I'm kind of playing some of the clans without their scaling options in a difficulty where you really need to scale. Makes it much harder. I don't hate Guardian Stone. In particular, Guardian Stone seems like it would be really good against Seraph on the floor with Tethys. Because I think otherwise Tethys is just going to die to corruption. So, maybe I have to take Guardian Stone. The 10 clans is a lot to unlock. Yeah, it used to be 5 clans with like 20 Covenant levels or 25 Covenant levels, right? And now it's 10 clans with 10 Covenant levels. So you get to max difficulty much faster compared to your unlocks on the clans. Chand. Oh, these are all kind of whatever. This is the only one that seems like it might be okay, but it has another Ember on it. I think I will be taking more energy after the next boss. So maybe it's okay to take those. Is dealing 75, if I get like 3 or 4 spell weakness on an enemy, that's pretty good. Like worth playing, probably. Would I recommend starting with this game or going to Monster Train 1 first? I've been thinking about this a bit. I think just start with this game. I don't know if people in chat agree. But I think this is like... trying to think of what a good example would be. Good comparison. This is a sequel of Monster Train in a way which is like making it a better game than Monster Train and building on what Monster Train was, such that like you get a lot of what was in Monster Train by playing this game, but it's just a bit better. Oh, Monster Train 1 doesn't even have an undo button, huh? Yeah, okay, do this one. I have made my decision. Can I go to 2 Merchants of Magic? Maybe? Merchant of Magic, Merchant of Magic? I get a whole lot of Pyro remains, which is not really what I want. I'm just thinking, like, get an extra upgrade slot on spells, and maybe we can do something with, like, a holdover Excavation Eruption, or some more sap or something, like double stack on sap. Those kinds of things. Which means I'm not going to reroll because I'm going to save my gold here to upgrade a spell or 2. This game currently on its final version. It doesn't seem like a thing that I could possibly know. Usually when games come out, devs will like spend a little bit of time making them better after they release, in my experience. Oh, there's also a Shroud Spike that I can still do something with potentially. I don't really believe in this. Like, I have the pieces to put it together, but it's just kind of... I'd rather just have this. 2 of these. Makes it easier to draw one faster, basically. Kale with Vampiric Feed. I don't know if I have screenshots of this one. What do I think about which thing? But I like an undo button and Slay the Spire too. Oh. I don't think I have strong opinions. Let's do the same setup I did last time. It seemed okay last time. Actually, do I want this here? Wouldn't undo button be abusable? Yeah. It's abusable in this game. Would be abusable in Slay the Spire. I don't know. If nobody abuses it, it doesn't really matter if it's abusable. So I was throwing this here. We want to Mind Collapse. Oh, it's so tragic. I can do this to, like, have a bunch of Ember, and then the Ember doesn't do anything, I guess. So I think what I'm doing is just putting it here to save my shark. And no reason not to do this that I can see. Okay, so a problem with this is that nobody's ever going to get a Slay. Chosen Bastion. There's a bunch of people tight in the skin. We're gonna need some help, probably, to kill anything. I am down to make Tethys a bit bigger. Also will get some slays, so can continue to grow. Down to do that. Don't currently have Guardian Stone working, and I might lose Excavation Eruption, but I don't think that's worth using this. Spooky. Because these are uncommon or rare, I don't believe they can be the energy gain one. The energy one is common. Awkward. Also, none of them give health. I guess this gives health. I guess I say that as I mouse over one that gives health. Yeah, okay, that's my brightest moment. I should have done this first. We'll do it now. This is a strong interaction, for sure. Like, that's that's not bad. I'm gonna put this before Tethys, so that we get another kill. This one's a bit of an issue. You're waiting to unlock a graft unit that wows you. There's the multi-strike one. That's, like, not bad. Multi-strike is typically pretty good, I would say. Well, what am I gonna do? Not do this? Has spell weakness 2. Takes 3 times damage from the next damage spell. I'm pretty sure that works the entire time. Look, I'm just gonna do it, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna reset the turn. Alright, cool. That's what I thought. Let's put spell weakness here, because that's gonna need killing later. This is fucking going off, by the way. Can't complain about that. Yeah, I feel like the graphics have been, like, generally pretty good. Like, all of them. I'm surprised that you're not wowed by any. I don't think I can think of any of them that I haven't found to be at least somewhat useful. This is, like, kind of strong if it gets going. No complaints. Damn. This is getting progressively less cute. Tell me about it. This does seem to be going to the pyre. It sure does have 16 attack. So I guess I'm going to sap that and ask it politely not to kill me. And after that, I think we're pretty good. There are only 2 waves remaining. Saves me a bit of health. I actually died? What? Okay, sure, whatever. Preserve is unlocked. Cool, useful card. Playing a spell deals 2 damage to a random enemy unit on the floor. I did not think I was dead yet. That's the strength of Titan's gun, I guess. My pyre could not deal damage to that. I don't know how much Titan's gun it had. It was clearly more than I realized. Stygian Umbra. 0-1. I'll add this to our growing list of losses. Covenant 10. Okay. The next one to do would be Melting and Banished, I believe. Yes? Yeah, Melting and Banished. Melting Remnant is at level 1. So that's certainly something. I can choose Just Cause or Inspire. They both seem terrible. Yeah, they both seem terrible. I think being able to advance is probably pretty valuable. I don't recognize this. Revenge, apply melee weakness 1 to the attacker. Pretty sure I've never seen that before. It must have just unlocked and I like forgot or something. Dripfall is a powerful card. This battle, select the heart to restore the front friendly units on all floors to full health. Okay. The things you buff keep dying. They don't have to die. They can die, but they definitely don't have to. I think for early game, I'm going to take an Ancient Pinion. I don't have a way to apply more burnout. My memory of playing this clan, which admittedly it's been like 4 or 5 years, is it starting with this and just not playing it on wave 1 is very strong for the first while. Actually though, thinking about the bosses on like circle 1 and 2, I feel like they have more health. And this just won't deal enough damage. I guess we're doing this. Rector Flicker. Enemies starting on all the floors seems actively good for me because I'll get a bunch of harvest out of it. You can play with the old... You can play with the old clans, yeah. Yeah, like I'm just healing. Seems fine. You unlock them after a while. You do. They are not unlocked at the very start. I'm pretty sure I don't have to just cause that. I can just save 1 health. Any favorite pyres? The one which lets you duplicate cards is so strong. $52 plus 10. Do this, and I can challenge this and it dies, and then I can drip ball this and everything is dealt with basically. Favorite room? The Inferno room, is that what it's called? Oh, it's just dud. Nice. Neat, I'll take that. The room that deals 50 damage at the start of every combat. Just kind of broken. Another drip fall. God, I want to take care of Wicklash, but I don't want to Calcified Ember. I think I'll just take a draft. It's like fine. It's not incredible, but it's fine. I feel like they always put Calcified Ember on the one I want. It's weird. Corruption, okay. This is like fine, I think. I don't really know how good that is. Generally, unless I have broken spells, which I really don't, I want the Merchant of Steel in the first circle. Titanite on Avenger seems good. Yeah, that seems like a pretty decent lane. I want this over. The thing that this does is kind of broken. Maybe do you want it? Let's try it. I don't feel like I've tried it very much. It means I have 2 revenge units in the same plane, which is a little awkward. But that's a unit, as far as I can tell. March of the Supplicants. March of the Supplicants is a bunch of the ones that have 1 health and give you curses. These ones. Have 65 health in front. Should be fine. Revenge with the Penitent Bloodsuit. Oh, wow. Had not considered that. It is possible that this clan is just so strong that I'm going to ignore that the wax people exist whatsoever for the most part. Oh, sorry. I clicked the wrong one. There you go. I'm not convinced that this firebrand can ever die. I'm hoping it takes a while. I win? I win. Can you put morsels in a suit? I think so. You can equip things to morsels. Like, I might legitimately just skip every Waxing Legion, whatever they're called, card. I don't even know their name. They're dead to me. I may just play like half the deck here. Like, just take this. I don't know. Seems substantially better. Upgrade the other one. Get another banished unit. Multi-strike. The faction colors are pretty similar, aren't they? Maybe I get 5 copies of my invincible thing. Oh shit, it's Dante! I mean, Gotta do it. Valor is kind of like Knight in Brotato. There's a strategic reference point for you. I mean... Okay, how many? Honestly, these just remove themselves, and Dripfall lets me build a big floor of angels. So, like, I think I kind of just have to remove the train stewards and my deck's good. Multi-strike on you? Quick on you? Seraph? Corruption. This thing's health is going to be an issue. I could give it 20 health. Yeah, I don't care about quick anyway. Fuck quick. It's very expensive too. Yeah, and it removes my revenge. Also a problem. So the plan is, I want to eventually have a giant middle floor. I could also try to have a giant bottom floor, I guess. Sure, we'll do it like that. Firebrand goes in play. And Demonic Fledgling goes in play. Rector Flicker goes here. Shield Steward, we don't care about. You go there. Did I just say fuck quick? Yes, I did. I do have to kill this wave somehow. Wait, what? I've just read what this says. Wow. Good grief. Okay. Okay, Dante. It's a little messed up. This is the way in which Dante gets stronger, I guess. What if I go drag here, Dante here, Dripfall you? Oh, that procs those. I didn't know. Dante used to be 1 pip. Big things going on in Dante's life, it appears. I think I've just incredibly easily won for now. Should have put it behind Dante. It ate the melee weakness in a way that was kind of bad. I can add you to the giant floor. I can give you this. Challenge you. I can throw you here. Flying kill incoming. I'm not going for it, so I don't think so. There's only one wave remaining anyway. Presumably, in order to do this, I am going to need to take plus Ember to deploy everything turn 1, and then, like, I spend most of my Ember purging the curses while making, like, one floor that I went off. Seems to be the way this goes. I really want this to get revenge. I guess I don't just cause. You can have this. Do I take energy or draw? I just said take energy. I don't even need to be playing, don't I? Kinda interesting. Friendly units gain 6 Valor on Slay. I mean, that seems incredibly good. Also, the Calcified Ember is another multi-attack. I am making some decisions right now. I need intrinsic and holdover. What are the chances? That is not intrinsic and holdover. So, oh, I have a champion. That's novel. The Penance Seekers are here. Oh, they're gonna put even more stuff in my deck. I want them to heal? Ugh, I don't think so. Just a nasty. Challenging modifier. On the other hand, how much damage does Dante do right now? Apply 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attacks for 6 times 17. The Penance Seekers. The first thing has 180 health. 6 times 17 is 102. You can put Avenger in front. Next time a unit is attacked, it takes that much damage again for each stack of millions. That does another 40. That's not enough. I guess I can do this. It's a 2 years world repent. Glad you're enjoying the monster train. Oh, it's times 7. Could I have done it? Shit. Maybe I could have done it. You do add another candle before triggering the multi-strike thing, yeah? Well, that wasn't enough. Feeling decent about my choice then. Because yeah, if that goes to the pyre, it's what? 18 damage? That's not actually that much damage. I guess then there's all the other ones that also go to the pyre. That might be a problem. I love that this just, like, gets attacked, and because it gets attacked, it now has more health. What a card. Holdover Dripfall is kind of nonsense. Sure. Huh? The Richard Garfield event is fucking awesome. And also, that's not what it does. So, it took me a while to draw it, but I'm pretty sure this, like, kind of ends the universe or something. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, should I be taking this stuff with calcified umber? Maybe I should. Hold on, is Dante gonna die to corruption? Dante may die to corruption. The birds. One of the big problems with the bird is it isn't a blue banner, so I can't play it on turn 1 anyway. What? You get better? What? I thought that was a joke. How can you possibly get better? So I got him in circle 2, this is circle 5. Dante's Inferno turns into piercing consumed, deal damage to enemy units on all floors equal to 10 times the number of Dante's candles in your deck. It's just a card I get? Alright. Cool. It's not awful. Or the Pyre gains Titan Skin 2. Ooh, that means I don't have to pay for the curses anymore. Okay. Or I can leave. That seems like the strangest option to choose. I guess I'll do this, and then I can take card draw. Take this. It will allow your pyre to withstand my candles. Isn't it also insane with pyre tap? Possibly? I don't know. I don't know if that works or not. I'm sorry, I can duplicate Dante? Are you shitting me? It's a joke, right? Oh, Bounty Stalker is unlocked. Gosh, it's kind of wild that that isn't even slightly interesting to me here. Now I want quick. Kind of all of the Monster Train 1 units got buffed. I think there's been a little bit of power creep. Penitent Prayer has spikes 4. So this is actually another thing that I can't do. There you go. You got extra Ember in deployment. Is where we're getting extra Ember in deployment from. We just got it. This gives me +1, and by default I have +1. It seems okay, like... I guess I don't mind missing out on the thing quite as much. Challenge or whatever it was, given how much money I'm getting here. Yeah, why would you need a tank? Get out of here. Do you think they knew? Do you think they were like, this unit completely breaks the game, and that's fine? Oh shit, I should have put a draft down there actually so it could die for 10 gold. And give Dante a bunch of armor by having him in front for one turn. Well, he has 10 health, so he'll just immediately die if I do that. Unfortunately. Another one? I'm worried that Seraph's gonna kill me. Merchant of Steel for more health? Probably. I mean, that is more health. Where'd you go? There's no health here, really. Unfortunate. I don't really know what I'm doing. Let's purge some of these. What's up? I think I've seen all of these before. Oh no! Whoops. Wait. This is pretty good, I think. Should make sure I've seen all of these jokers before, because it seems like this is like random every time. I have seen that one before. Okay. much health is that? Feels like it's quite a lot, potentially. 21? Okay, okay. I feel a lot less worried about Seraph now. Actually, can I just put this in front? What a disgusting unit. I think I can just put this in front. No, I can't put it in front against Seraph, at least. Against Seraph, the corruption would be a bit too much, probably. I did it in the wrong order again. Meow meow, the meowmer. Thank you for the 44 months. I think this fight is over. Is this the one I died to last time? Vengeance. Extremely reasonable and appropriate vengeance. How would the deck scale without Dante? My deck was pretty good before I found Dante, in my opinion. I won. I want more money? It's one of the slow lines. True. Plus 80 gold off that so far. The game does track your score. And killing the boss early gives you more score. So if you care about score for some reason. Alright, well, I win. I'm taking this because it has calcified ember. Like 100% the only reason. I have 6 deployment number. You are the score carer. We found you. The one and only. Maybe Dante shouldn't be allowed to be duplicated or something. I die from spikes? That feels unlikely. That sure never does anything. Oh, I have a champion. I forgot. Okay. This just feels like too much work. Look at me. I'm the champion now. Come down here. Plus 10 gold, thank you. They're just all dead. My dregs are 1245s right now. Kind of wild. Ante makes this ascension -1. Believable. New category. Not Dante %. Only way to balance the game. I want one of my units to die. Nice. Got it. Well, I'm on a bit of a loss streak, so it feels a little embarrassing for this to be how that changes. But I think we take it. It's the final circle? Like, what do you want me to say? Like, oh, I can't even do that, huh? Wait, can I? I'm confused. Maybe I can. There are so many cards which aren't curses still. Well, we didn't get drawn, so that makes it worse. I was thinking maybe for my tank, I just use the giant Dante. Why would I need things which weren't Dante at this point? I'm torn. Should I play Rector Flicker or not? If I don't, I'll just draw it again. Alright. Get out of there! I'm about to be very corrupt. If something is dazed, can't attack or use any action or resolve abilities. Action, can't attack. I think this is fine. Minus 2,000. Excuse me? I believe it's turn 1. Back here, if you please. Well, good game. My concerns about corruption seem to have been ill-founded. I don't know if I can count that as a win with that clan combo. I didn't use a single card from either clan. The equipment which was giving me all the valor was from one of the clans, I guess. Okay. We have unlocked Subsuming Blade. Piercing, deal 5 damage. Slay, increase damage by 3 permanently. Hell yeah. One of my favorite cards, for sure. When you play a unit after deployment, a random card in hand is reduced to 0 ember until played or discarded. Okay. Resin removal. Removes all debuff effects from friendly units and all buff effects from enemy units. Okay. Extinguish triggers an additional time. Okay. Advance. This is level 10. Advance and apply X melee weakness. Sure. The X cards are always so, like, unimpressive. Bogworm's Growth and master all cards. Interesting. Is that the first max level? Yeah, it's my first max level. As you can see. The challenge for this run will be forces minus formulae. And this is going in my doc here. You don't want to like have to remember that right now. You can always come look at it here. can do that for the runs that seem really fun.